जी 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 ठीक है Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and a very warm welcome to Serena Hotel's Huawei Pakistan International Squash Tournament. And it's the third international squash tournament in Pakistan this year. And the first game of this tournament will be played between Al Saraj, he's from Jordan, and his opponent is Curtis, he's from England. And in the commentary box, I've been joined by Irtaza Jafri. Welcome, Irtaza.
Assalamualaikum, ladies and gentlemen. The match is a best of 5 games. Whoever wins the first 3 games will win the match. The match will start in around 2 minutes. Curtis has won the toss and will serve first. Both players are getting ready for the match. The match will commence in 2 minutes.
So Curtis has won the toss, and this will be an interesting battle. That's the first game of Serena Hotel's Huawei Pakistan International Squash Tournament. And would love to see how both of these players would go on about the proceedings.
First modes of England to serve and Saraj after to receive. Best of 5 games. Level.
Oh, what a beautiful rally played by both players, and Curtis has won the first point. Curtis now leads 1 games to love. A good try by Al Siraj in the backhand corner, trying his best to win the point, but Curtis has managed to win the point.
That's a good point from Siraj. It's 1-2 now. That's a 2-all. Another good game. This from Siraj. He's managed to make it a draw now.
Curtis has tried the best to pick the ball, playing the ball at the back side of the corner, but has managed to lose the point. The score is now 3-2. Al Siraj is leading. Oh, what a beautiful shot. What an amazing magic by Curtis, and has managed to win the point. And has now equalized the score. The score is now 3-all.
That was a drop shot. So it's a 4-3 now. It's 4 to Curtis from England.
What a beautiful point by Al-Siraj. Some tight lengths by both players. The score is now 4-all. What a beautiful play shot by Curtis, right where Al-Siraj couldn't pick the ball. Curtis now leads 5-4.
It's 5-4 to Curtis now. Both players trying their heart out. That's it.
A tin shot by Al-Siraj, and now Curtis has managed to win the point. The score is now 6-4.
Another point for Curtis. And now he moves on to 6. 6 points to 4 for Curtis. Oh, that's a good one from Siraj. So now it moves to 5-6. A good point from Siraj this. Oh, that's brilliant. It's a good piece of framework and make it 6-all for the both ones. Both players trying their best to make the best of it.
And another tin by Al-Siraj. Curtis and now again managed to equalize the score. The score is now 7-all. What a tough game by both players. A beautiful place by Curtis, right where Siraj couldn't pick the ball. The score is now 9-7. Curtis needs just 2 points to win the game. What a beautiful exchange of shot by both players. What an amazing rally. A beautiful squash can be seen here, right here, ladies and gentlemen. The score is now 10-7. Curtis leads. Just 1 point to win the match. Some good backhand lengths by both players, but Siraj has managed to take a stroke. The score is now 10-8. Curtis still leading.
That's a point for Curtis, and he has won the first one. The first game has won by Curtis. It's a brilliant display from Curtis, and he's managed to outsmart Siraj. So it's a first win for Curtis. Four more sets to go, and the first set has been won by Curtis. Belongs to England. So it's a fantastic win in the first one for Curtis. So talking about the first game, what do you think? I mean, what was the main backlash from Siraj? Why did he lose the first one? What do you think?
I think the first of all reason that Siraj lost the game was two unforced errors he made. The 10 shots that might have cost him the game, and it was beautiful squash can be seen by both players. Both players are trying their best to win the points, but I think that two unforced errors has cost him the match.
Yes, exactly. We would love to see how Siraj would make a comeback in the next game, and it's important to win the next one, just to equalize it. It's one love for Curtis right now, and we would love to see how Siraj makes a comeback.
The game will resume back in 30 seconds. Both players are taking a rest right now.
And so we are back for the second game. And Curtis is one game up, and it's all about Siraj, that how he manages in the second game.
Some strong shots by both players, but Siraj has managed to take a boost and won the point. The score is now 1-love. Siraj is leading.
It's a good point this from Curtis. So make that 1-all. A good comeback from Curtis after going down 1-love. So that's a point for Siraj, and make that 2-1 to Siraj. He's making a good game of it.
Siraj has managed to take another point and is coming back to the game. The score is now 3-1. A good shot by Siraj has managed to take the point somehow. Curtis is now 4 points to 1. What a beautifully placed drop shot by Siraj, right where Curtis couldn't reach at the ball. The score is now 5-1. What a great comeback into the game. The point is won by Siraj. It was a no let. The score is now 6-1. Siraj is leading.
It's a point for Curtis, and he's trying to make a comeback in the game. It's 2-6 to Curtis now. Oh, that's a good play from Curtis. So the point goes to Siraj, and he now moves to 7. That's a point for Curtis, and make that a 3-7 to Curtis.
Another difficult shot to play for Siraj and has made an unforced error again. The score is now 7-4. Curtis is trying to come back to the game. Oh, what a beautiful shot by Curtis. An amazing backhand, well, right where Al-Siraj couldn't pick the ball. The score is now 7-5. And once again, Al-Siraj has made an unforced error, hitting right at the tin. Curtis is now just 1 point behind. The score is now 7-6.
So that's 7-7. It's a good comeback from Curtis. It's 7-all now, and Curtis is he's making a good game of it now.
Some beautiful exchange of shots at the backhand. Oh, what a beautiful backhand by Al-Siraj. Placing at the left side. The score is now 8-7. Al-Siraj has managed to take the lead. And another stroke ball for Siraj. Curtis keeps giving points at the strokes. An amazing drop shot by Curtis. Al-Siraj gave the shot at the tee, and Curtis didn't manage to take the point. The score is now 8-9. Al-Siraj still on the lead.
That's another point for Siraj. It's a stroke point. So it's now 10 to Siraj, 10-8. Siraj is 1 point away from winning this. So that's a point for Curtis. So make that 9-10. So Curtis is making a match of it. Let's see how Siraj manages it from now. He needs 1 point.
And then another unforced error by Siraj, right where he needed the point. Curtis has won the point and has made it 10 all. A player needs 2 consecutive points to win the match. The score is 10 all. What an amazing rally, some beautiful exchange of shots by both players. But Siraj has managed to win the point. The score is now 11-10. Siraj again leading, just needs 1 point to win the match. What a beautiful dodge shot by Curtis. Al-Siraj was totally confused about the ball, and the score is now 11 all. Curtis has managed to equalize the score again.
It's a brilliant run from both of these players. No one's ready to give up. It's 11-11 between Siraj and Curtis. That's a point for Siraj, and Curtis complaining from referee. So it's a point for Siraj, and now Siraj needs 1 more point to win the game. A beautiful rally this from Curtis, and make that 12 all. It's a brilliant run of play from both of these players.
What a beautiful shot by Al-Siraj, and has managed to win the point. Curtis again complaining to the referee about the point. The score is now 13-12. Al-Siraj just needs 1 point to win the match. And Al-Siraj has managed to win the game after tough competition by both players. Al-Siraj has managed to win the game, equalize the score. The score is now 1 all.
That's a good rally from Siraj. He's managed to win the game on the last point. And it's also talking about the fitness and physique of these players. I mean, isn't it difficult to have continuous 5 games with only a rest of 2 minutes? I mean, what about the physical fitness? I mean, how difficult it is to adjust yourself in these situations? How difficult it is to come up with, like, in such difficult time?
Numan, I think as the length and the drives us apart, physical and fitness is equally important to the game. They work very hard to maintain their physical and stamina, their diet and their food, everything is planned and proper to the game. 2 minutes is not enough, I agree with you, but they don't have any other choice. The rules are for 2 minutes, and I think they're doing pretty good right now.
So it's 1-all now. Who do you fancy winning the game?
I think Al Siraj will manage to win the game, but let's see what happens.
Well, I'm putting my money on Curtis. Let's see who wins. It's 1-all now. And talking about Siraj, he did really well in the last game. He was down and out, but he managed to make a comeback. So it's 1-all now. And this third game, it would be an interesting battle. Whoever wins this game will definitely have an edge on. It's the third game between Siraj and Curtis. It's 1-all now. And definitely a very important game coming up. And Siraj to serve in the third game. So we are about to get underway.
What a beautiful next shot by Al Siraj. Siraj is taking the first point. The score is now 1-all. And another unforced error by Al Siraj, placing the ball on the tin. The score is now 1-all. What a beautiful point by Curtis. The score is now 4-1. 3 points clear lead for Curtis.
That's exactly a good point from Siraj. He now moves to 2 points to 4. Curtis still leading. But Siraj is now trying to make a comeback in this game. 3 points to 4. And it's a point. The 5 points to Curtis. 3 points to Siraj. That's a good powerful blow. And make that 4 for Siraj. Siraj.
Siraj slipped at the backside of the court and was managed to lose the point. The score is now 5-all. Sorry, the score is now 6-4. Curtis leading. And once again, another unfortunate error by Siraj, costing him the point. The score is now 7-4, Curtis leading.
So that's a brilliant rally this time around from both of these, but Curtis managed to win the point at 8-4 for Curtis. He is leading the mark here. Oh, that's a beautiful rally. So make that a point for Siraj, and he now moves to 5. It's 8 points to 5 for Siraj.
No lights.
Another point for Curtis. That's a brilliant rally. Make that 9-5. Curtis is on his way to make it 2-1.
What a beautiful drop shot. The ball was far for Al-Siraj to play the shot. The score is now 10-6. Apologies, 9-6.
Yes, so right now the points are Curtis leading by 10. And Siraj is on 5 points. So it's 11-5 to Curtis, and he wins the game. So he leads the table 2-1 now. It's a brilliant run from Curtis. And after losing the last game, he made a comeback in this one. So he's now 2-1 up in this 5-match series. And gonna ask you, Irtaza, that how does it feel being a squash player? How does it feel to have international players in your country playing the game, supporting the game? How does it feel? I mean, you've been playing game for a long time. How does it feel to have international players in your country?
I mean, it's a great experience, a great exposure for national players to watch them and learn some things from them. Seeing them, seeing players watch is a part of a game. Now you can learn a lot of things from them. So, I mean, it's a great exposure for us, and it's great opportunities too. We can learn a lot of these from these things.
Yes, Irtaza, tell us about your Pakistan ranking. You've been playing for a long time, and you've been a good player as well. I've seen you play. So tell us about your ranking. Tell us about your national experience of playing for Pakistan.
I've been playing since the last 5 years in the national ranking. My national ranking is 45, and it's amazing. The sports in Pakistan is going amazing. We get opportunities a lot. There's a tournament after every 1 or 2 months. We get to play in different cities like Peshawar, Karachi, Lahore. And I mean, it's a great exposure for us. It's the government supports us and everything. It's an amazing thing to do.
So are we seeing another Jahangir Khan or Jansher Khan in you?
I'll try my best, I think. So I'll do my best. Let's see what happens.
Thank you, Irtaza. So for now, the score is it's 2 games. Curtis has won. It's only a single victory in the game for Al-Siraj. And now Al-Siraj, it's a do-or-die game for Al-Siraj. He needs to win this if he wants to make a mark. If he wants to have a good run in the tournament, he definitely needs to win this.
It's the start of the 4th game. Al-Siraj needs his best to win the game, to stay in the game. It's the start of the 4th game. Curtis to serve.
Stoke to Malik.
What a beautiful shot, but Curtis managed to take the stroke point. The score is now 1-love.
So it's a 1-all. And Siraj, well, this is a must-win game for him. It's a very interesting battle between both of these players. It's a 2 points now for Curtis. And if he wins this game, he will definitely win. He'll win the match. It will be 3 games for him. It's a must-win for Siraj. So good rally this, but Curtis managed to win the point. He's now leading 3-1.
After making errors, Suraj has managed to win the point. The score is now 2-3. Suraj trying his best and holding on to the game. It was an out ball for Curtis, the first unerred point for Curtis. What a beautifully placed shot by Curtis. Right at the front side of the court, right-handed side. A beautiful drop shot. The score is now 4-3.
Curtis leading the game by 4 points. 4 points to 3 for Siraj. Curtis complaining from referee, and but the referee's decision is definitely final. So it's 4-all for Siraj and Curtis. So we're definitely having a great game right now. Oh, so let's just talk about Siraj. He's now complaining from referee, but definitely, as we have said before, the referee's decision is final. It's 5 points to Curtis, and he's leading the chart now.
Oh man, another error by Curtis. Trying to make a dodge, but Al-Siraj has managed to win the point. The score is now 5-all. Oh, what a beautiful backhand by Al-Siraj. Trying to best sustain the game. The score is now 6-5. Curtis complaining that Siraj is blocking his way. Oh, what a beautiful dodge shot by Curtis. Once again, Al-Siraj having no clue where the ball is going. The score is now 6-all. Curtis giving no chance for Siraj to win the point. And once again, Siraj is making an error, an unforced error, giving Curtis the lead. The score is now 7-6. Curtis leading the match.
It's a 7-6 to Curtis, and it's a brilliant rally this from Siraj. He now equalizes the game. It's 7-all now. It's a do-or-die game for Siraj, remember. He needs to win this. A beautiful rally this. Brilliant reflexes this from Siraj. And he moves to 8 now. It's 8 points to 7 for Siraj.
And once again, a dodge by Curtis. Siraj trying his best to stay in the game, diving to take the point, but Curtis has managed to win the point. Now Curtis demands a court service by the officials to clean the court, to clean the sweat on the ground.
Okay.
A tough position by both players. Both players are hanging in the game. El Siraj trying everything in his books to do the game. El Siraj might have hit the
Yes, right.
racket on Curtis' face, and now he is demanding for some time. It's a lead ball. The score is now 8-all again. A beautiful drop shot, and it's no lead for Curtis. The ball was away from his reach, and referee gave a no lead decision. The score is now 9-8. Siraj on the lead.
It's a beautiful rally this. And let's see, we're gonna check about the referee's decision.
Yes, right. Yeah, right.
So we're gonna check about that it was a deliberate touch or not.
I'm watching. Just play right.
So that would be an again. So would be done again. It's a let off from referee, I guess.
Yes, it's a lead ball from the referee, so the point will be played again. The score is 9-8. Siraj leading. Some beautiful exchange of shots by both players, but Siraj has managed to win the point by a beautiful volley drop. The score is now 10-8. Siraj doing everything he has in the bag of tricks to win a point. The score is now 10-8. Once again, a beautiful dodge by Curtis. And a length drive has won him the point. The score is now The score is now 9-10. Curtis 1 point down. Siraj needs just 1 point to win the game.
Oh, it's a beautiful rally this. It is a good point from Curtis. He's not giving up. It's 10 all now. And both of these players need 2 more points to win the game. And whoever manages to score the 2 points, he will definitely go on to win the game. No one's ready to give up now. Oh, it's a good point. And now we're going to check about the referee's decision. It's a point to Curtis. It is a point to Curtis. So the referee gave the let off last time, but not this time. It's a point to Curtis, who is only 1 point away from not only winning this game, from making it 3-1, and from winning this competition. It's only 1 point away, Curtis. And Siraj seems like he's not happy at all.
Yes, I agree with you. What a great comeback with Curtis. Siraj is not at all happy with the decision, but he has no choice but to accept it. The score is now 11-10. But Siraj is not giving up anytime soon. The score is now 11 all. Siraj doing everything in his bag to win the game.
This surely is one heck of a competition. I mean, no one's ready to give up. And let's see what the referee comes up with the decision now. It's a let off. It's an 11 off for both of these players. Well, what a brilliant game this is. No one's ready to give up. We're expecting these thrilling games in coming 5 days, Irtaza.
Yes, I agree. It's the first day and the first match is such an amazing match. I just can't wait for the finals. A stroke point for Siraj. Curtis moved away from the ball late. So Siraj has managed to win the point. The score is now 12-11. Siraj needs just 1 point to equalize the score.
Siraj is only 1 point away from winning this. 12 points to Siraj. In fact, it's 12 all now. It's an apologies from our end. It's 12 all. Fighting it till the last moment, Curtis and Siraj. Good rally from both of these players. Oh, he manages to sneak out. So this is a point for Curtis. This is a point for Curtis. And Siraj is complaining to the referee. But the decision's final. So then Curtis, he moves 1 step forward to victory.
Yes, I agree with you. Siraj is complaining that he was not in the way, but referee saw him in the way. This point is won by Curtis. The points are 13-12. Curtis needs just 1 point to win the match. Siraj is not giving up anytime soon and has managed to equalize the score once again. The score is now 13 all. What a thrilling match. A beautiful play shot by Siraj right with the side wall. The score is now 14-13. Another game ball for Siraj. Oh, what a beautiful placed drop shot by Siraj and has managed to win the game. The score is now 2 all. What a beautiful game. Both players exhausted and out of their breath, but they move on to the final game. The score is now 2 all.
Yes, that's a good run of play from both of these players. Good run of play from both of these players. It's 2 all now, and definitely it is a good game from Siraj. Talking about Ijtaba, how disappointing it is for the players. Like when you're so close to winning the game. Talking about Curtis, I mean, at one point he was inches away from winning the game. How disappointing being a player. What do you think? How disappointing it is for the players to not pull off from such situations? What do you think?
I mean, it's a major heartbreak. The player loses all the hope, but that's the fun part of the game. Now you have to back up and never give up and just try their best to win the next game. That's all you can do. Pray to God and just work hard. You have no other choice.
It's 2 all now. So it's a final game, 60 seconds more to go. So right now, I can fancy Siraj winning the final one as well.
Yes, I mean, he's working hard enough and he's just managed to pull off the game, so you never know. I think I'm on Siraj's side. He can win, Mike.
Level resuming 30 seconds.
It's the last match and both players are exhausted and trying their best. They're doing everything they can to win the game. They're putting it all into this one last game. Let's see what happens.
Change of shirts for Siraj. Let's see, does this change of shirts bring any fortunes to Siraj?
The final game commences and let's see what happens. What a beautiful pick by Siraj, running all the way from the court towards the ball and trying his best to win the game. The score is now 1-love.
The beautiful rally. This is once again from both of these players. So it's 1 all for Siraj and Curtis. And we welcome everyone who's watching the game over the live telecast on YouTube and Facebook. Oh, it's a beautiful rally. It is just a brilliant game from both of these players. Curtis leading the game by 2 points to 1. He's so a good point. This is a good rally and end up in good point from Siraj. So that's the Curtis gets the point and now he moves to 3 points to 2. Curtis, he looks in fine touch in this game. And on the other hand, Siraj is not giving up as well.
Yes, I mean, it's the last game. Both players are trying their best to win the points. The score is now 4-2. Curtis leads. What a beautiful pick shot by Siraj, but he slipped and has lost the point. The score is now 5-2. Curtis has won the point.
Yes, that's a good sportsmanship from Curtis.
I mean, yes, he's trying the play, picking up from the ground. Oh, what a beautiful drop shot by Curtis, right where Al Siraj couldn't pick the ball. The score is now 6-2.
6 points to Curtis, 2 points to Siraj. And remember, this is the final game. Whoever wins this will win the competition. Oh, that's a beautiful rally from both of these players. And, they're just not in the mood to give up. And Curtis now moves to 7 points, 2 points for Al Siraj.
And another point for Curtis. Curtis has taken a huge lead. 6 point straight lead for Curtis. The score is now 8-2. Siraj has now tried the best to stay in the game, but Curtis giving no points. What a beautiful post by Siraj, right where Curtis couldn't pick the ball. Some tight shots by both players. The score is now 3-8. Siraj not at all losing any hopes and staying in the game.
Well, you got to give credit to Siraj. He's not giving up. But right now, you have to give credit to Curtis because he is leading all the way. He is 9 points for Siraj. And 9 points for Curtis, I beg your pardon. He only needs 2 more points to win the game, to win the competition. Siraj now moves to 4 points. Oh, beautiful rally this from Siraj. One wonderful display, and he now moves to 5 points. 5-9 for Siraj. Oh, that's a beautiful display. Make Yes, we're going to talk about the points. Make that 6 to Siraj. He is coming close to Curtis right now. We can hope that he will give him a good competition in the further sets. But right now, the Curtis has now moved to 10 points. He's only 1 point away from winning this.
And Curtis has done and has won the first game. What a beautiful rally by both players, but Curtis has managed to win the game.
So this game is won by Curtis. He managed to win the last point, and with that, the first competition has been won by Curtis. It's a 3-2, and both players. You got to give credit to both of these players. They didn't give up. They tried very hard till the last point, till the last game, and at the end, it's Curtis from England. He has won this game.
Seems like there is a bit of pressure that's built on Shahad, but she will come back. And Roshna serving again, leading 4-2.
An unforced error again from Roshna. For all.
Roshna's appealed for a double, but not she's not been given it.
Not sure who's that.
This is Faiza Zafar in the commentary box, and with me joining today is Madina Zafar, a fellow squash player, and my sister.
Hello guys, I'm Adina Zafar and we're currently watching Roshna Mehboob from Pakistan versus Shahad from Egypt. It's a best of 5 match
6-4.
and the score is 6-4 with Roshna leading.
Roshna's played some confident drops.
With each point, Shahad is easing off as the pressure comes off her. Oh, beautifully placed.
I must say Roshna is really good on her volleys, so it would be good for Shahad if she keeps it down and hard.
Plays a bit harder and tighter. Roshna must not go for errors as it will ease Shahad off the pressure.
Appeal for down, and it's been given. The ball is down on the serve.
No, game 6.
Roshna leads 8-6 in the first game.
Good cross court from Shahad's side.
That's the kind of power play we're looking at from Shahad if she wants to win, because Roshna's good at the slow pace.
Errors from Roshna's side won't be encouraged, I must say, as she's in the lead. The score is 9-8 with Shahad leading.
Seems as if Shahad's back into the game.
10-8.
Well hit power play from Shahad. She needs to keep going with this pace if she wants to get this game.
3 continuous errors from Roshna's side
One game stood out.
while costing her the game.
So Shahad leads one game to love, and it seems as if Shahad started to really come back into the game.
I must say she was under a bit of pressure in the beginning. She wasn't hitting harder, and Roshna was making less errors.
Yes, Roshna should have kept with less errors, but quite a lot of errors in the end, to be fair. 4 straight continuous errors. She needs to get back by actually playing a bit, being more patient on court, looking into the corners.
Shahad actually got the ball down in the first game. In the later on points, in the beginning, she had the ball. She was giving more volleys, and which was giving Roshna a chance to hit her shots and challenge her with drops in the corners.
Let's see if Roshna comes back or she fights back.
The referee's given the call of 15 seconds.
Madina, how are you well prepared for your match?
Definitely. Oh my, yeah. I've got a match at 3:45, so I've already played yet.
I'm playing at 3. Please all watch me, and I have trained hard for this actually. Okay, so we're into the second game, and Shahad is leading 1-0.
And the point is love.
And let's see the fight we can see from Roshna now.
Film, please.
Love all. Good shot from Shahad. Right in the corner, back corner. She hit a straight drive. Oh. Good side ball from Roshna's side. However, I must say Shahad should have placed her racket beneath the ball to get it right.
Good effort. A very nice cross court. Power played from Roshna's side.
The scores 2-all. The players are going even up till now.
Haha, lucky one from Shahad, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Roshna must work on her services if she doesn't want. Oh, good serve, good serve. It hit the right in the corner, which is a sign of a very good serve, I must say.
On glass courts, good serve really helps you because it gets stuck to the wall. It's difficult to retrieve well on it. And yet another good shot from Roshna, just the way I was saying, just sticking it to the wall because it just doesn't come out then.
That's the key for the glass court. You have to make sure that the ball hits the side walls in order to push the other player and to work for it.
Yep, stretch the court as much as you can. Roshna serving. Big error from Shahad. She looks a bit confused. A little confused here.
Shahad's a junior player, and I think that's less experience is the reason she's under so much pressure. Roshna must make this her head. As the ball was right in the corner and right to the side wall, Roshna should not have attempted for the drop, I must say. What do you say, Faiza?
Yes, I think it was a very tight ball. And Roshna needs to be more patient here. Roshna appealed for a double, but pickup was given as good, and it's 5-4 leading Shahad.
I feel she should have gone for the ball and then appealed through her hand rather than just giving up on the ball.
More effort from Roshna needed. No let given. Shahad asked for a let ball because she thought there was interference.
Hello, 6-5.
Fight the scores.
The score is 6-5 with Shahad leading. I wonder
Who's gonna win the game? Oh, beautifully placed. By the way.
then again Roshna is very strong on her volleys because she's also a coach. Maybe perhaps that makes a difference. And Roshna has appealed for a double pickup again, and she's appealing for a double from Shahad's side, but she's not been giving it.
You were saying that she was a coach as well, right? Oh, beautiful shot. Exactly. That's the kind of hand you expect from a coach. What do you want to talk about your coach, Faiza? What?
Yes, I'm currently training with Andy Cockrell. He's my coach in England, and hopefully, let's see if I can do well. Beautiful rally, that really good. A good placements of shots. That was a good rally. Both of them were playing good shots. Good rally, I think.
right in the corner. Roshna should have attempted to pick the ball from the front rather than just leaving it out on the back.
Better game from Shahad this time. Roshna looks upset. She's not making effort towards the ball. Maybe she's not happy with the decision over the pickups.
Roshna seemed to have given up on the game rather than fighting for the last points. We saw this behavior in the previous game as well, as she puts efforts in the first few games but then just doesn't really put the last bits of efforts that you need for the few points in the end, while Shahad goes for the lead in the end, and Roshna makes a lot of errors. But this time I would say it wasn't the errors that cost her the game, rather it was not making enough effort to go and reach for the ball. What do you say, Faisal?
Yes, I think so too. I think Shahad played a better. She had a more consistency in her shots and in her movement as well. She looked more up for it, wanting to win, and Roshna was looking for corners and cutting corners actually. So I think
the squash is you have to earn the points. You just don't get them. So you have to make sure that yes, you can play aggressively. You have to play aggressively, but you also have to wait and be patient and give weights to the ball to make sure they go in the corners.
With the glass court, I think it matters a lot in terms of the weights that you use here. Good weights are always gonna be troubling for the other player, and they're gonna give you good points.
Shahad is 2-love up, and she's playing from Egypt. She's from Egypt, while Roshna Mehboob's the home girl, and she's from Pakistan. She's 2-love down. Let's see how much effort Roshna puts to get back in the game, and how, that's a kind of shot.
Good skills from Shahad, and Shahad leads 2 games to 1-love. Just a drive can be quite effective, yeah.
An error from Roshna's side. 2-love for Shahad. Shahad leading 2-love up. Beautifully placed by Roshna. Shahad needs to work on the. She should make sure that the services hit the corner if she doesn't want difficult shots from Roshna's side, as she's very good on the volleys.
Shahad looks strong, and
More confident this time.
again another error from Roshna. I don't think Roshna's gonna put much effort into this game from her body language. What do you think, Madina?
I would say the same thing, as we can see from the start of the game. She's trying to make sure that she gets the point quickly. But however, she should, rather get the balls in the corner. And that was a fluke.
Was that an up or down? What do you?
I think it was a fluke. Yes, 2-6. Roshna can turn this as her turning point and go for more wins. Yes. Nope. With every point, Shahad's one step closer to the win. Another error from Roshna's side.
This game seems to be one-sided now. Shahad just moving into winning the match, and an error from Shahad.
The score is 3-8. Roshna's serving. Scores 4-8. Egyptian players are usually playing more, I would say, through power. They're more like power playing. While
Yes, that's very. But they're skilled as well, the Egyptians. It's just not power play; it's also skills, and we can see a massive difference in both players in those on those lines actually.
yeah, we were previously watching the boys match.
10-4, match ball.
10-4. The match is nearly over, and 10-4. Shahad goes for the win, and the game's in for Egypt.
11-4,
3-love.
11-8, 11-7,
And we are going to sign off. That was Madina Zafar and Faiza Zafar from the commentary box, and watch us, and hopefully,
Matches later on.
and we are gonna sign off now.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Serena Hotels Huawei Pakistan International Squash Tournament. It's a third game of the day in the glass court, and we have Akil from Austria. He's up against Yaya from Egypt. Akil is ranked 109 and Yaya is ranked 118. And I've been joined once again by Ishtaba. Welcome Ishtaba, how are you holding up?
Walaikum Assalam, Numan bhai. It's a pleasure to be here once again. It's the third match of the day. I believe it's going to be another amazing match between the both players. Both players are quite tough and warming up for the game.
Yes, exactly. We would love to see the battle between Austria and Egypt. And since you have told me before that these Egyptian players are very capable, they're very specialized in this form of squash, and they're very specialized in squash especially.
Yes, Numan bhai, it's exactly the same thing. The Egyptians are at the top of this game currently. The best players are produced from this country, Egypt. The referee is saying the players should get ready in the proper attire for the match. Yaya is a junior player, so he is informed to wear the eyewear. They are not allowed to play the match, a senior match or any match without the eye guard. Both players are warming up for the match. The match will resume in around 5 minutes.
So we welcome you once again. So Yaya is up against Akil from Austria. So first point to Akil, and he's made a good entry into this game.
Akil coming straight into the game and taking points. The score is now 1-2. Yai has managed to win the point. What a beautiful rally by between the both players, but yeah, Akil has managed to win the point. The score is now 3-1, Akil leading.
Akil has taken a good lead from the start of the game. Oh, so you're going to take about the referee's decision. It's a no lead from referee. It's 2-3. 2 points for Yaya. And Akil is on 3. He's marching along his way very well. Oh, that's a brilliant rally. But we're going to wait for the referee's decision. It's a point for Yaya. Now it's 3-all.
Both players going in full form at the start of the game, giving no chances for both players. The score is now 4-3, Yaya on the lead.
It's a beautiful rally between both of these players. They're trying their luck out. They're giving it a try, every bit of it. It's a 5-6, beautiful rally from Yaya. He now moves to 5 points. He's making a good match of it right now.
What a beautiful rally. The score is now equalized. The score is now 6-all.
It was 6 all. A beautiful run of play. So it's a 7-6 now. Akil makes a 7 point and he now moves up to the table. This is an interesting battle between both of these players. And right now it's Yaya has made it to 7. So it's 7 all now. We have some thrilling squash going on right now.
What an excellent cross court by Yaya. Right where Akil couldn't pick the ball. The score is now 8-7. Akil still on the lead. Apologies, Yaya on the lead.
It's a beautiful rally, but once again it was Akil has got the point and it's 8 all now. It's 8 love. Let's see how Yaya will manage it. It's 8 all right now.
Akil tried to dodge Yaya, but it was unable. He hit the tin. The score is now 9-8. Yaya on the lead. What a beautiful rally, but Akil has managed to win the point. The score is now 9 all. Both players are trying their best and not giving any loose points. The score is now 9 all.
Oh, that's a beautiful display of squash from both of these players. No one's ready to give up. And Akil has got the point, and it's only 1 point away from winning this. Akil is so close, yet so far, Istaba.
Yes, I totally agree with you. A game never ends before the last point. And Akil has managed to win the point and has won the first game. Akil now managed to win the game and his score is 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good display. This from Akil. Once again, as you can see, Akil has made a good game. And talking about Akil, well, Yaya looked good in the start. But Yaya good looked in the match. And talking about what imperative this game has been for both of these players.
What do you think, Numan? What do you think who will win the game?
Well, yeah, if it is about the game, I must say Akil, as he has brilliantly showed in the first game. You can think about. Let's see how you can check how Akil he has managed everything in the first game quite well. And talking about all the key factors, the backhand, the forehand, the use of a lot of key strategies to win the first game. So we can all see how brilliantly he has managed in the first game. And talking about the next one, you talk about Ishtaba. Well, I would definitely fancy Yaya to make a comeback just to make the game interesting. And what's your take? Who are you fancying to win the game?
Well, I believe Yaya is a junior player, so he does not have much experience in this field, but he is not backing out any moment soon and is trying his best to win the game. So I hope for the best for him. Let's see what happens.
So we are 15 seconds out. Akil has won the first game and he looks really confident to win the second one as well. Akil hails from Austria. And talking about Yaya, he's from Egypt. He's a junior player since Ishtaba has told us. Talking about Ishtaba, he's a national level Pakistan player. And we are very lucky and proud to have Ishtaba in the com box with us, sharing all his experience. And different form, about the formats of the game, about the rules, about the different strategies that are required to win the game.
Yes, exactly. A squash match is already planned before the game. Each player has to think before the game and every shot, how he should play and where he should play. It's all about the mind game, you know. At the end of the game, except the strength and the stamina, mind is a major factor too.
So we are about to get underway for the second game of this competition. Now, Akil leads 1-0.
What an amazing start to the second game. Akil right where, hitting the ball right where Yaya couldn't see the ball and has managed to win the point. The score is now 1-0. Akil leading. A powerful backhand shot right where Akil couldn't see the ball. A slow start to the second game. The score is now 1-all. No leads in for Akil. The ball was too far from him to reach. The score is now 2-1. Akil losing 1 point down. What a beautiful burst by Yaya. What a beautiful shot. An amazing squash can be seen here, ladies and gentlemen, by both players. The score is now 3-1. Yaya leads.
Yeah, that's a beautiful rally from Yaya, and he now moves up to 4 points. What a good comeback from Yaya in this second game. He was down and out in the first one, but boy, didn't he make a comeback in the second one. He's leading well. That was a lucky shot. It's a point for Akil. And let's see, would this be a lucky break for Akil to make a comeback in the game?
A lead ball given by the referee as Akil was in the way of the shot and he couldn't play the shot, so the score is again 2-4. Akil judged the ball wrongly and as this cost him the point. The score is again 5-2. Yaya still on the lead. Akil tried for the next shot, but it was a tin ball. The score is now 6-2. The score is now 3-6. Akil barely holding on to the game, but is trying best, not giving up anytime soon. Yaya now has taken a huge lead. The score is now 7-3, straight 5 points ahead.
It's a beautiful rally, but definitely Yaya now moves up to 8 points. It was a foul from Akil, and Yaya is making a good match of it this time around. It's a foul once again from Akil, so Yaya now moves up to 9 points. He's just 2 points away from winning this game.
What a beautiful backhand by Yaya. 7 points clear ahead. Yaya needs just 1 point to win the second game and be back into the games. Oh, what a beautiful next shot. What an amazing shot by Yaya. What an amazing way to end the game. The score is now 11-3. Yaya has won the second game. The game score is 1-all.
Yes, exactly. And we can see Ishtaba being excited about that shot as well. So make that 1-all in this all important competition. It's 1-all for Yaya. Talking about this game, Yaya, he completely outsorted Akil in this match. He looked good from the beginning and he ended up well as well. So it's about 11-3 in this game, and for now it's the competition is 1-all. Looking forward to the third game of this competition. Nistaba talking about a comeback from yeah, I mean, how difficult it is for a player. I mean, you being down 1-0 and then making a comeback and winning the game by such lead. How difficult it is for player to like make a comeback after losing the first one.
Yes, exactly, Numan. It's very quite difficult for the player as he's one love down. The pressure gets high, and all the shots they're thinking it changes to the another shots. Like the pressure changed the game, you know. So it's quite difficult for the player. But if the player manages to equalize the score, the confidence boosts of the player, and the other pressures come to down. So it's all about pressure and all about the mind games.
And yes, talking about Yaya being under 19, it is somewhat difficult to compete with the one who's older than your age.
Yes, exactly. Age is a major factor, but experience counts too. But at the end of the day, it's all about hard work and about luck. So if Yaya tries his best and works hard for the game, nothing can stop in his way.
That's exactly, and would love to see how experienced Akil would go on from now, because he was completely taken out of the equation in the last game. So it would be interesting to see how Akil comes up in the third game.
Yes, the third game is about to start in about 15 seconds. So let's see what happens. And it's the start of the third game. The game score is 1-all. What a beautiful play shot by Yaya. Right where Akil couldn't pick the shot. The first point goes to Yaya. What a beautiful jar of shots by Akil. What an amazing drop shot by Yaya. Right at the back side of the court, ending it on the front side of the court. The score is now 2-love. Yaya leads.
Well, the confident Yaya leading by 2-0. And that's 3-love to Yaya. Well, he looks in some real form right now.
An unlucky shot by Yaya. He couldn't place the ball right at the side. So Akil has taken the point. The score is now 3-1. What a beautiful shot by Yaya. What an amazing drop shot. I must say Yaya is full of tricks. The score is now 4-1. And an unforced error by Akil hitting the tin. The score is now 5-1. Yaya still on the lead.
Well, world number 100 and 109 is the ranking from Akil, and clearly this looks like the 118th rank Yaya. He is taking a better lead right now against an experienced and an elder player. You gotta applaud the courage of Yaya. He is not giving up at all. So Akil, he gets a point. And let's see, would it be a lucky break for Akil, because luck's clearly not working for him.
Yes, I agree with you totally. Although about the 8 factor, Yaya is full of tricks right now. An unlucky shot by Yaya, placing the ball outside of the court. The score is now 3-6. And another unlucky shot by Yaya, placing the 10 again. Akil managing barely to stay in the game. The score is now 4-6.
Well, yes, exactly. Akil is trying to make a good match of it. It's probably a good comeback from Akil. I mean, you being down and out. Oh, that's a good rally ball. It's a brilliant one from Akil. So finally, he's making a good match of it right now. Oh, that's brilliant from Yaya. He gets another point. This is some good scotch right now from both of these players. Yaya gets the 7 points.
Yes, Yaya clearly not giving up anytime soon and trying his best to stay in the game. Both players trying their best. The score is now 5-7. Akil is still 2 points behind. What an amazing backhand by Akil. R- totally out of reach for Yaya and has managed to win the point. The score is now 6-7. Yaya still on 1 point lead.
It's a beautiful rally, but once again the point goes to Yaya. It's a lucky break for Yaya. I mean, Akil was going pretty well before that point, but Yaya, he managed a lucky escape, and he is now only 3 points away from snatching the victory and making it 2-1. And the experience of Akil, it now comes to play, but Yaya, well, seems like he's going to make his way to the winning point. It's 9-6 to Yaya right now. And boy, this lad is talented. He has some real talent upon his sleeves. It's a foul once again. So Yaya, he is only 1 point away from winning it. It's 10-6 to Yaya.
Another lucky point by Akil. Has managed to barely take the point. The score is now 7-10. Yaya still on the lead. A no let ball for Yaya. He's tried to peel for the shot, but it was a no let. Akil still barely holding on to the game. The match never ends before the last point. The score is 10-8. What a beautiful shot by Yaya. What an amazing rally. This man is full of tricks, I must say. What an amazing way to end the match. The score is now 2-1, Yaya leading.
Yeah, this is brilliant execution of game from Yaya. He was down and out in the first game, but boy, didn't he make a comeback in the next 2-1. And he's now only one game away from winning this competition. And you got to applaud the young man's courage, his dedication, and especially you're talking about this format. You need to be really athletic. So you need to be really athletic to win all these games, and to come up with this, you got to applaud Yaya. But hard luck to Akil, and you can see that he looks completely out of sorts right now, because he has nothing to lose right now. One more loss and he's out of it. And Ishtaba, talking about the mindset of the player right now. I mean, you've been through this a lot, I know. But what really goes through the mind? I mean, you're playing an international Open Championship, and you're on the brink of losing the game. What goes through the mind of a player right now?
Like, first of all, it's a heartbreak. You are losing, you are in a deep pressure, but everything is about the mind, as you said, and you have to just stay strong and do your best. Put your faith in Allah and just do whatever you can. Put the tricks out of the bag and do everything you can just to manage to stay in the game. It's quite heartbreaking, as you say, but it's all about the mind. You have to stay strong and just put it through and do whatever you can.
Yes, Ishtaba, tell us how many difficult times you have been through squash, about your experience.
Yeah, man, I've been playing since in 5 years, and I've lost a lot and I've won a lot, but losing is not good at all, and you just cannot accept lose at all. So you must just work hard, and just train all you can and just do whatever you can to win the game.
Talking about the squash training, I mean, does it involve the running, the physical fitness exercises? It's about doing the push-ups, dumbbells, and what sorts of different exercises the squash player normally does?
Yes, exactly. Other than the court and the court running and training the court, physical matters a lot. You have to run for your stamina and do squats and different type of exercises to manage your thighs and your biceps and everything. Because this game consists of all the muscles involved. So, you have to train outside of the court too, and just do your best, in every sort of field, running, in court, and out of it.
Thank you, Yaya. You must have heard how difficult it is for players to manage themselves. And for now, let's get to the fourth game of this competition, which is now being led by Yaya 2-1. And the first rally, well, Yaya, seems like it's his day. It's 1-0 to Yaya.
What an amazing mindset by Akil. Bring the player from one side to another, but Akil has managed to win the point. The score is now 1-all. An unlucky shot by Yaya, hitting the tin. The score is now 2-1. Akil on the lead. And another unlucky shot for Yaya, hitting at the wrong side of the racket. The score is now 3-1. Yaya making technical errors and unforced errors. The score is now 4-1. Akil on the lead. Akil going straight into the match and giving no chance to Yaya. The score is now 6-1. A huge lead for Yaya to counter. The score is now 2-6. Yaya still trying hard to stay in the game. A stroke ball for Akil as Yaya was in the way. The score is now 7-2. What a beautiful length by Akil. Right where Yaya couldn't pick the ball.
Oh, that's a beautiful rally. Once again, none of them's giving up. But one way or the other, it's the point for Yaya. And he is slowly but surely making a comeback into this game. Remember, it's a do-or-die game for Akil. If he loses this, he'll be out of it.
Akil's trying his best to stay in the game. The score is now 5-8. 3 points behind. A stroke ball for Akil. What a beautiful play shot by Yaya. Right where Akil couldn't pick the shot. The score is now 9-6. Yaya still 3 points behind. Oh, what a beautifully dodged shot by Akil. Yaya had no chance to see where the ball was coming. The score is now 10-6. Akil just needs 1 point to win this third game. Apologies, fourth game. Oh, what a beautiful drop shot. Yaya, I must say, is again full of tricks. The score is now 7-10. Akil just needs 1 point to win the game.
Well, it's 10-8 to Yaya now. Let's see if Yaya can pull it off from here. He's been taken out of the equation since the start of this round. But boy, he is making some comeback right now. Some powerful shots going on. Oh, little dead drop this from Yaya. Oh, that's a foul from Akil. And boy, Yaya is in it big time. He only requires 2 points. Remember, Akil is 1 point away from winning this. It's 10-9 to Akil. One mistake from Yaya and he is out of it. Let's see if Akil could make a good run of it. So that's it. Akil has won this game and the game now goes on to 2 for each. And so now we're going to have a final game to decide who wins this match. It's a beautiful rally from both of these players. And you can see both the eagerness showed by both of these players to win the game. And talking about Akil, his experience came into play in this game.
Yes, I totally agree with you. At the end of the day, experience counts, So, in order to stay in the game, stay focused, you have to keep your mind cool and calm.
Yes, exactly. You're talking about Akil, the way he played in this game. It was brilliant by Akil. I mean, you can see how the experience matters in this game. Akil was brilliant throughout the game. And talking about Yaya, he gave a tough competition. You can see Yaya. He didn't give up. He tried his level best, but Akil was, I must say, Akil was too good in this game. You can see how brilliantly Akil executed. He was just too good for Yaya, but it's not over for Yaya. He has still 1 game to go, and let's see if he can pull it off or not. So it was good to see both of these players trying their heart out, and you got to applaud the lion-hearted Yaya right now. He's under 19. He's competing against the man who's older than his age. And talking about Akil, he's 109th in the world ranking. Yaya, he's under 118. So Yaya is giving a good fight to the one who's older than his age. and who is the more recognized player in the world than him.
15 seconds.
15 seconds remain to start for the last game, the last and final game. This match will decide who has won the game. Yaya focused to the game and giving no chances. Both players working hard and trying their best for this last game.
Game score 2-all. Akil close out.
It's the start of the last game. Akil to serve, Yaya to receive. Ooh. It was a nada, but the ball bounced twice. The point is for Akil. What a beautiful start to the last game. What an amazing length shot by Yaya, giving him the point. The score is now 1-all.
Yes, a perfect start to the final round of this competition. You can expect anything from both of these players. First, in the com box, we were also underestimating Yaya, but then he made a comeback. And boy, Akil has to do some serious work to win this game. So Akil is now leading 2-1 this game. And boy, oh boy, that's some competition we have on our hands. So that is foul play by Akil, and the score now moves to 2-all from Akil and Yaya.
What a beautiful drop by Yaya. What an amazing volley. The score is now 3-2. Yaya focusing to the game, keeping his head into the game. And what an amazing shot by Akil. What an amazing receive. The score is now 3-all. Akil was unable to pick up the ball. The score is now 4-3. A wrong judge by Akil has cost him the point. The score is now 6-3. Yaya on the lead, 3 points lead. Pressure is building up for Akil as his last game, and 3 points lead for Yaya. What a beautifully placed shot by Yaya at the front side of the court, totally out of reach for Akil. The score is now 7-3, Yaya leads.
It's a good rally going on between these two top class players. No one's ready to give up. No one ready to lose the hope of having a brilliant game. It's a beautiful play from Akil. That's sensational from Yaya. He now moves to 8 points, and he's only 3 points away from clinching this game.
What a powerful shot by Yaya. Right where Akil couldn't place the ball. The score is now 9-3. Yaya almost has taken the victory, only 2 points away. And another powerful shot. And a no-let ball. Referee has given a no-let decision. Yaya now only just 1 point away to win this game.
Well, that was a let off. And look at that, Akil. He is still complaining. And we gotta wait and check out the final decision of referee. Because yeah, he apologizes. He apologizes straight away. But don't you think, Istaba, I beg your pardon, there is more than just apologizing. I mean, you're just a single point away now, Yaya. Let's talk about the game first. The context of the game, it's really important. So Yaya, he wins this game, and he made a sensational comeback. He just looks out of sorts, Akil. He really looks disappointed right now. But Yaya, boy, didn't he win this game sensationally. He was down in the first one. He even lost the fourth round as well. But Akil, the experienced Akil, has been taken out of the equation. And talking about Yaya, let's see, you can check how brilliantly he has executed this game. Yaya, he lost the first one, but you're talking about Yaya, this man. Just check out how brilliant he was in his execution of game, backhand, forehand, and some dead lofts as well. So how he executed the conditions, how he made a comeback and won the final set of this game to win the match by 3-2, and how sensationally he has executed in this game. So Yaya from Egypt has beaten Akil from Austria in this game by a 3-2 margin. So talking about Yaya, he has won this game 3-2, and we're gonna meet you for the next game in a while. Thank you.